Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Guyanese / Caribbean snack tasting for you guys. Some of these things that you see on this table are things that I've never had before, but I decided I would go ahead and try it just to show you guys what they look like and how they taste. So what I did when I was in New York, I just got back from vacation, so I'm back home in my own kitchen. I went to one of those, local bakeries, and I got a few freshly baked goods and a few of these bagged snacks. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to open them all, show you guys what they look like, give them a taste, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. So the first things I'm going to start with are these baked goods over here. So I'm going to start off with this one. This is what we call a cheese roll, and basically it's like a pastry, a buttery, flaky pastry, and then wrapped inside is pepper, garlic, and a cheese mixture, and it's basically just spread on top of the dough after it's rolled out, and then it's folded up, and that's how you get a cheese roll. So I'm just going to cut it open for you guys to see. And as you guys can see, there's little layers of the cheese as well as the pastry inside. I don't know if you guys can see that, but cannot wait to eat that. So I'm going to taste it for you guys. So this bakery that I got these baked goods from makes some of the best cheese rolls I find. These are my favorite cheese rolls. And they have like the perfect amount of pepper and garlic inside. And the pastry is not too heavy. A lot of these Guyanese shops will put too much pastry on top of these cheese rolls. And then got myself a little water before I choke myself there. So the next thing that I'm going to try, I'm going to do this roll right here. So this is what Guyanese people would call Salara. It's also called coconut roll, turnover, or also known as red bread. So basically all it is, it's a standard bread dough, just like when I made my plat bread on my channel. And then it has this coconut mixture filled inside, and then it's rolled up like a cinnamon roll almost. So the coconut mixture has coconut, a few different spices like some nutmeg and ginger, and then of course it has sugar, and the trademark of this dish is the red food coloring that's in the coconut. So basically the bread dough is rolled out really thin, you spread the coconut mixture all over, and you want a good amount of coconut mixture. You want it to be juicy and very, very moist with all of that coconut inside. So as you guys can see, it has all of these layers. You can see the little layers of bread as well as the coconut running through it. And this one looks really good. So I'm going to go ahead and try it. That's some really good Salara right there. So this bakery really did not skimp with the coconut. It's really good. Some of the bakeries, I'm sorry I'm hating guys, but some of the bakeries really do not put enough coconut, and it's pretty dry and crumbly with that coconut in there, but this is like perfect. My grandmother makes this Salara, or red bread, and to me hers is like the best because it's so juicy and so moist with that coconut. This comes in a really close second for that. So the next thing that I want to try is the Blackeye. This is also called Chinee cake in Guyana. All it is basically the same standard dough like the cheese roll. It's a buttery, flaky crust, and it's rolled out, and then you fill it with like a Blackeye mixture. So if you guys know what Blackeye peas are, they're basically boiled down with sugar and some spices, and then they add some sort of burnt sugar or browning to it. I'm not sure exactly because I've never made it before, and then it's just filled into the pastry. And the trademark of the Blackeye is to go ahead and put a little red dot in the middle. I don't know why it's done, but it's just been done. That's the way I eat it. So I'm going to cut it open and show you guys what it looks like on the inside. So as you guys can see, as I said before, it's the same crust as the cheese roll, and inside is that Blackeye mixture. So I'm going to go ahead and try it for you guys. Now, I've never had the Blackeye from this bakery, so this one's just a little bit different than I'm used to. It has a few more spices inside. I think they put like cinnamon and cloves. So this one right here is what we call a pine tart. Now, if you're Guyanese and you know what a pine tart is, you're probably saying, why are they so tiny? Well, this one is actually not from the bakery. My aunt actually makes really good pine tarts. So she had made them for a party right before I had left New York. So I took a few with me so I could use in this video. And she likes to make them very tiny, especially when she's making them for events. So this way people could just pick one up and pop it in within 2 or 1 bite. And they're really good, guys. The jam inside is so fresh. It's made with actual pineapple. Sometimes when you go to the Guyanese bakeries, they'll make it with the pineapple jam, and it's just not the same taste. So all it is the same short crust or buttery flaky crust that you'll see with the cheese rolls or the Blackeye, and then inside is like a pineapple jam that she makes. So she does use the canned pineapple, but you could use fresh if you wanted to. and she just boils that down with sugar. Sometimes she'll add a little bit of cinnamon to give it another type of taste, but she just did it with sugar and the pineapple. So I don't know if you guys can see inside there, but that's basically what it looks like. And it's so good, guys. She makes some of the best pine tarts. Nothing comes close to this. Alright, so I put all the baked goods aside now that we've tried those, and I'm going to try some of these bagged items. So the first thing I want to actually try is these plantain chips, and they're actually spicy plantain chips. Everybody's had a plantain chip. Guyanese people love their plantain chips too, as well as other Caribbean countries. They love plantain chips. I decided I got the hot one, so this way I could do a little something different. I'm sure you've all had a plain plantain chip before, but I've never had the spicy one, so let's see how it tastes. They're nice and thin and they're crispy. Pretty good stuff. So I think I'm going to go for the fried channa next. Now, if you guys don't know what fried channa is, it's basically just chickpeas and they're soaked overnight, and then the next day they would be dried out, and then they will be fried, deep fried in hot oil, and then tossed in salt and pepper. Some people put actual hot pepper and garlic and stuff on it. These just look like they have regular salt and pepper on them. So I'm going to break this bag open and we're going to give them a quick taste. Yeah, these just look like they have a little bit of salt and pepper. They're pretty good. You want to hear that nice little crunch when you're biting into your fried channa. You do not want it to be soggy at all. So I think the next thing I want to go for are these Bigfoot. And basically these are like almost like Cheetos, the Caribbean version of Cheetos. It's not really totally a Guyanese thing. It can be found anywhere in the Caribbean. I know Trinidad has it. I think Jamaica has it as well. I've never had them before, so this is one of the items that's totally new to me. So I decided to get the regular cheese version and the hot cheese version. So we're going to try both of them and see what they taste like. Look like actual little feet. So it's the exact same texture as a Cheeto, but it's so much better. The taste is so much better. It tastes like real cheese. It doesn't taste fake. That one's pretty good. Let's get into this spicy one here. Looks like one of those flaming hot Cheetos with all that red powder on the outside. This one tastes pretty close to one of those spicy Cheetos, those flaming hot Cheetos that you would get. These two are pretty good. So the next one I'm going to do is this chicken chips. This is another item that I've never had before. They look to be like little French fry looking chips, and they actually are ketchup flavored. So let's try these out. So they look like those little veggie straws. I'm sure you guys have had those veggie straws that come in the bag that you get from the regular American supermarkets, and they have a little coating of like this ketchup powder, I guess. So the taste of the chip is literally like those veggie chips, except the outside just has that ketchup flavor on it. These are pretty good. I like ketchup flavored items. If you guys have never had the ketchup chips, like potato chips, those are so good. The next item I'm going for here are these cassava chips. Now, cassava is the same thing as yuca. It's like a root vegetable, similar to a potato, a little different in taste. And I guess these are just fried little thin slices of the cassava, and then they're salted at the end. I've never had this before. I knew it existed, but I just never had it. So this one's going to be pretty cool. Let's dig into this one. So these are a lot harder than a regular potato chip. They're pretty tough. I like the taste though, because I like the taste of yuca or cassava, but a little too hard for my preference. So the next one I'm going to do for you guys is called Salseo. This is also known as chicken foot in Guyana, and basically it's just a split pea powder or dal powder mixed with a little flour, some spices like cumin, garlic, some hot pepper, mixed with a little water, and then it's actually put like through a little ricer, and you get these little sticks and you fry it in hot oil, and they're pretty good. My grandmother makes these and they're really, really good. So let's see if the store-bought one compares to hers at home. They look exactly like hers, nice and thin and crispy. So these don't taste like they have a lot of dal in it. I know my grandmother's is made mostly with dal, so it's really fresh. It has a lot of like real ingredients. This one has a little more flour in it than dal though, but it's pretty good. It has the right amount of spices and stuff like that, so not too bad. So for the next two, we're going back to like some sweets. So this right here, for all my Chinee people, you guys know exactly what this is. This would be called Kurma to you guys. In Guyana, it's just known as Mithai or crunchy Mithai. Now, I do have the soft version on my channel. I don't have the crunchy version yet. I'm not really a fan of the crunchy version. It's a little too hard for me, but we're going to try it anyway. I do like the taste of it, but not so much the texture. So these aren't too like break your teeth hard. They just have the right amount of crispiness and they have a good amount of like spice inside, some cinnamon, some nutmeg. I think I taste a little bit of cardamom as well. And the sugar syrup is just perfect on the outside. So for the next one, I have some Smarties. And I don't really know if this is a Guyanese thing. I just know that growing up I did have these every once in a while. So I just decided to buy some and show you guys what they look like. They're basically like a type of M&M. To me, the taste is better from what I remembered. And the colors are quite different. They're not as bright as a regular M&M. They're pretty matte colors. So basically the same way I remember them. Just a little different tasting than an M&M, but they're pretty good. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. I'm so glad I got to taste all of these Guyanese and Caribbean snacks and share a little taste of them with you guys. Now if I left out a certain snack or if you have a favorite Guyanese snack of your own, go ahead and comment down below. I'd really like to know. Once again, I'm sorry if I did leave something out. These are just what I had on hand or what I had a chance to buy at the moment. So I hope you guys enjoyed what I did have though. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Also give this video a nice big thumbs up. Comment down below on what you guys would like me to make next. And if you guys like these new Q&A videos as well as the tasting videos, let me know in the comment section as well. I'll be sure to do more of them for you guys. So I'll see you guys again with another one of my awesome recipes. Until next time, guys.